Come with me, if you will, on a quiet journey. We are leaving the ground behind, rising gently into the soft morning air. Below us, a world is just beginning to stir. We are floating, suspended in the stillness, looking down upon a place of ancient grace and modern rhythm. This is Yongkang, a city nestled in the heart of China's Zhejiang province. From this vantage point, we can see everything not as a collection of streets and buildings, but as a living, breathing organism. The noise of the world fades away up here, replaced by a gentle hum, a visual symphony of life unfolding in its own unhurried time. Let us relax and simply observe. The world from above offers a unique perspective, one that reveals patterns and connections we often miss at street level. The sun, a shy orb of molten gold, begins its ascent, and its first rays spill over the horizon like liquid light. This is the moment of transformation. The deep indigos and purples of the pre-dawn sky begin to yield to a palette of breathtaking softness. Hues of pale orange, soft pink, and gentle lavender wash across the heavens, creating a masterpiece that changes with every passing second. The light is not yet harsh or direct. It is diffused, ethereal, as if filtered through a silken veil. This gentle illumination touches the highest points of the landscape first, kissing the tops of the mountains and the tallest buildings with a delicate golden glow, leaving the valleys and streets in a cool blue slumber for just a little longer. This mist, a common and beautiful feature of the region, clings to the low-lying areas, filling the river valleys like a soft white sea. It moves slowly, swirling in the gentle morning currents, obscuring and then revealing parts of the landscape in a soft, dreamlike dance. As the sun climbs higher, its light now floods the city streets, and with the light comes movement. The first signs of human activity begin to appear, small and subtle at first, like the first drops of rain before a gentle shower. Perhaps it is an elderly person on their way to a park for their morning Tai Chi, their slow, deliberate steps a ritual as old as the city itself. The rhythm begins to build, slowly but steadily. More people appear on the streets below. Bicycles and electric scooters glide silently along the bike lanes. We can observe the graceful, coordinated flow of traffic beginning to swell, a river of motion guided by the unseen logic of traffic lights and street signs. From our high vantage point, the individual vehicles are like cells in a bloodstream, each with its own destination but all contributing to the life force of the city. Markets, the vibrant hearts of any community, begin to pulse with life. We can see vendors setting up their stalls, arranging fresh produce into colorful pyramids. Even from this distance, we can sense the energy of these places, the vital exchange of goods and greetings that forms the bedrock of community. Flowing through the heart of the landscape like a vital artery is the Yongkang River. From our aerial perspective, we can trace its journey. Its path is not straight or direct. It meanders gracefully, following the ancient contours of the land. Its banks are lined with lush greenery, a vibrant corridor of life that cuts through the urban environment, reminding all of its constant, life-giving presence. We can see elegant bridges, both old and new, spanning its width. These bridges are the stitches that bind the two halves of the city together. In the calm morning light, its surface is like a mirror, perfectly reflecting the blue sky, the white clouds, and the silhouettes of the buildings that line its course. We may see a lone fishing boat drifting slowly, its occupant patiently waiting for a catch, a timeless scene of quiet persistence. Away from the city center, the river's character changes. It becomes wider, slower, and its banks grow wilder, lined with dense clusters of bamboo and weeping willows. We can see the intricate grid of irrigation channels that branch off from the main waterway, carrying its life-giving water to the neat rectangular fields of rice and vegetables. As the sun reaches its zenith, the light changes once more. The soft, angled rays of morning are replaced by a bright, direct overhead light. The energy of the city is now at its peak. But it is not a frantic or chaotic energy. From our serene position in the sky, it appears as a steady, consistent hum of activity. The rooftops of Yongkang now form a vast and varied landscape. We see the traditional, dark-tiled roofs of older neighborhoods, their elegant curves and upturned eaves a testament to centuries of architectural heritage. On some of these flat roofs, we can see signs of life, rooftop gardens with potted plants and small vegetable patches, or laundry lines where colorful clothes dance in the breeze. The city's commercial districts are now hives of activity. We can see people moving purposefully along the sidewalks, entering and exiting shops and office buildings. The public squares and plazas are dotted with people taking a break from their work, sitting on benches under the shade of trees or near the cooling spray of a fountain. The city is a place of contrasts, of bright, open, active spaces and cool, shaded, quiet retreats. This balance is essential, allowing the city to function at its peak without becoming overwhelming. The parks we saw earlier are now offering shade and sanctuary from the heat. The deep green canopy of the trees provides a cool refuge, and we can see people gathered beneath them. Dotted throughout the urban tapestry of Yongkang are vibrant patches of green. These are the city's parks, its public gardens, and its greenways, essential sanctuaries for both wildlife and people. We can see the intricate designs of their layouts, winding paths that meander through groves of trees, open lawns that provide space for recreation, and serene lakes or ponds that reflect the sky. One of the most prominent green spaces is the city's central park. We can see it clearly, a large, verdant expanse with a lake at its center. Small paddle boats painted in bright colors drift slowly across the water. The paths are lined with people of all ages. We see children running and playing on the grass, young couples strolling hand in hand, and elderly friends gathered on benches, engaged in quiet conversation or a game of cards. Beyond the large formal parks, there are countless smaller green spaces tucked into the city's fabric. We see small neighborhood gardens, green verges along the roads, and even single majestic trees that have been preserved. The design of these parks often incorporates elements of traditional Chinese garden philosophy. We can see carefully placed rock formations that mimic mountains, small, gracefully arching bridges that cross streams, and pavilions that offer framed views. As the afternoon wanes, the sun begins its descent towards the western horizon, and the quality of the light transforms once again. This is the golden hour, a time cherished by photographers and artists for its magical warm glow. The harsh, direct light of midday softens into long, angled rays of rich golden light. This warm illumination bathes the entire city in a soft, honeyed hue, making even the most mundane surfaces seem beautiful. The colors of the city, which appeared washed out at noon, now become deep, saturated, and vibrant. The red tiles of the roofs glow with an inner fire, and the green of the parks becomes a deep, luscious emerald. This low, angled light creates long, dramatic shadows that stretch across the landscape. The shadow of a tall building can extend for blocks, painting a dark, cool stripe across sun-drenched streets and squares. The rhythm of the city begins to change in this golden light. The workday is ending, and we can see a new pattern of movement emerging. The flow of traffic reverses as people begin their journey home. People linger a little longer in the parks and along the riverbanks, soaking in the last warmth of the day. The city seems to take a collective, gentle breath, transitioning from the business of work to the leisure of the evening. This is also a time for community and gathering. In the public squares, we see groups of people coming together. Perhaps it is a group of women practicing a synchronized fan dance, their colorful fans flashing in the golden light. The outdoor cafes and tea houses begin to fill up as friends meet to share stories of their day. The golden hour is a social time, a period of transition when the city's residents reconnect with each other and with their surroundings. Framing the city of Yongkang, standing as silent, ancient sentinels, are the mountains. As the sun sinks lower, these majestic formations take on a special prominence. In the distance, we can see the contours of Fangyan Mountain, a place of both natural beauty and cultural significance. From our high perch, the mountains are not just a backdrop. They are an integral part of the landscape's character. Their slopes are covered in a dense blanket of forest, a rich tapestry of greens that darkens to a deep velvety shade in the fading light. Their rugged peaks, weathered by millennia of wind and rain, catch the last rays of the sun, glowing in hues of orange, pink, and purple, long after the city below has fallen into shadow. These mountains have watched over Yongkang for countless generations. They have witnessed the city's birth, its growth, and its transformation. Their presence provides a profound sense of scale and permanence. We can see how the city's edge softens, the neat grid of streets giving way to scattered villages and terraced farms that climb the lower slopes. These terraced fields are a marvel of human ingenuity and labor. As twilight deepens, the mountains become magnificent silhouettes against the glowing sky. Their jagged outlines are etched against the fading colors of sunset, a powerful and dramatic final view of the day. They seem to hold the city in a protective embrace, separating it from the world beyond and defining its unique sense of place. The mountains are the city's anchor, and their quiet strength seems to infuse the entire region with a sense of peace and resilience. Our journey is drawing to a close as we begin a slow, gentle descent. The last sliver of the sun has disappeared below the horizon, leaving behind a sky stained with the deep, rich colors of twilight. The world below is undergoing its final transformation of the day. One by one, then in a sudden, cascading wave, the city lights begin to appear. From above, the city at night is a breathtaking spectacle. It is a constellation of lights spread across the dark earth, mirroring the stars that are beginning to appear in the sky above. The river, now a ribbon of blackness, is lined with decorative lights that reflect on its dark surface, creating shimmering, distorted patterns. The bridges are illuminated, their architectural forms highlighted against the night. As we drift lower, we can once again make out the human scale of the city. We see the headlights of cars moving along the illuminated avenues, their red and white lights flowing in continuous hypnotic streams. The city is still alive, but its energy is different now. It is a social, recreational energy, a winding down from the day's work and a turning towards family, food, and rest. Our peaceful flight over Yongkang ends here as we gently touch back down to earth. We leave with a new appreciation for this remarkable place, having seen it from a perspective that reveals its hidden patterns, its quiet beauty. From the misty dawn over the mountains to the glittering lights of the city at night, we have witnessed the simple, profound rhythm of a day in the life of Yongkang. It is a reminder that even in a bustling city, there is a deep and abiding peace to be found if we only take the time to look for it.